You can talk about it. In the back room of the back room, it was all bad fumes in the back room. Skeleton-filled closets in the back too. You can talk about it. 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 You can. In the back room of the back room, it was all bad fumes in the back room. Skeleton-filled closets in the back too. You can talk about it. 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 You can talk about it.
Westside. Yo. Lisa. Lisa. We are back again in this mother. Jesus. Mother G. Teresa. No, not Teresa. Mary. Who the hell is Mother Teresa?
All right, and we're starting.
All right. You can talk about West. Okay, can you answer that question though? You're like you dug deep into religion.
Stop it. Welcome
Seriously?
to the Backroom Speaks podcast, the Brave Space. Shut up because you've been talking. The Brave Space for creatives. I am Lisa, and I'm still here. Kind of held at gunpoint, but God is still faithful. Here. Shout out to... We're not doing this. This is how I take Larry all the way from up the street. Actually, all the way from in here because...
Yeah, clearly.
If you know, you know. But...
all the way from a couple rooms down.
A couple rooms down. Man.
Where the magic happens.
That's disgusting. Shout out to... Dominique, if you watch it,
you ever watch Cribs?
I'll be praying for you, man.
You ever used to watch Cribs? Every time they go to the bedroom, they be like, this is where it all goes down. The magic happens.
No, damn well, don't nothing be happening.
First of all, that ain't even their house.
But who?
They were renting those houses.
You think so?
No, a lot of them they were. Some of them they were.
So they had just learned about those houses that day.
Facts. They just threw some pictures up. Some people, like Shaq, that was his house.
Obviously, with that big ass bed he had, that was tailor made for his ass.
The Method Man and Redman, they were like in a 2-flat. It was crazy.
I always wonder how that worked with Shaq. Like his wife was like this big.
Yeah, Shawnee, she's like 4'11" or something crazy.
Yeah, and he is like.
And Shaq looks tall to people who are 6'6". Like
it's out of control.
Big name. Yeah.
Didn't mean to go that route, but guys, this is episode 16. And ironically, you want to announce it?
I mean,
I guess we can announce it. Guys, this is kind of crazy, but 16 episodes. This is actually our season finale. Why does that feel so final? But I guarantee you, it's not like a Power season finale, okay? We're not going to take a year to come back.
No, we're not going to take a year.
We're not going to take a year.
Absolutely. We're not like Power or Ozark, which I'm waiting for.
I didn't know you watched Ozark. Ozark was like my pandemic show. It was a slow start.
I started in the pandemic. Like a lot of shows I watch, I started in the pandemic. Wow. I think like most people. Because I wasn't watching TV.
Right. I mean, I was watching it. The more you know. I almost talk to this guy every day, and I didn't know that. Well...
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shows I watch I would never tell you I watch because I probably should. Just like
the stuff on the hub, right?
Well, I mean, I don't care about you knowing that. Hey, man, gotta do what I gotta do. Huh? Yeah, look, and there's certain times, okay, guys, listen.
We're not going that route. But
no, you know what? Seriously though, I did have a question that you cut off about Mother Teresa.
No, this is episode.
Okay. Episode 16, Lisa already announced it.
To dig up Mother Teresa.
It is the season finale. Not the series finale. We're coming back, and we're coming back soon, and we're coming back better. But we made it 16 episodes, and I think that's kind of fire.
And he's still alive, and I'm still alive.
Kind of fire.
I don't know if you guys don't know, but we have tried to kill each other at least.
Actually, that's not true. You've tried to kill me. I don't try to kill anybody.
Cool. Try to be the damsel in distress this time.
I mean, I'm just saying. Victims victimate.
I'm not doing this.
Victimate.
But we made it 16 episodes. Kudos to you if you have been rocking with us since April 7th, 2021 at 4:07 p.m. 4:07. It's been a crazy, interesting ride. I've learned so much about myself, about my co-host here, my best friend, about podcasting, potting,
pod gods,
about running a business, about running a business with your friend. I will probably never start another business with any of my friends like this nigga.
Yes.
This nigga's one and done. But I am so appreciative of this journey so far, and I am even more encouraged to continue and looking forward to the days ahead. Again, we're coming back better, stronger.
Back.
We'll just be back, and we're going to revamp this thing, and we're going to be cold. And we gonna get this joint up on behind a paywall because we
coming back behind the paywall.
We coming back behind the paywall because this is next level genius content, and I'm gonna brag on this real quick. This is next level genius content, and you people everywhere,
you don't deserve us.
You don't deserve us. Okay, and no, but if you want us though, you're gonna have to pay for it, and so and I believe we're worth that. I believe our genius is worth that. I believe separately what we bring to the table is worth that, and that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. And so if you love us and if you support us, which kind of gets into the episode,
show some signs.
Show some sign. So we're gonna get this joint running up on Patreon as Law has been saying for the past 4 weeks, maybe. Patreon is coming.
Patreon is coming.
After our break.
And you're gonna see me say that just random. I'm just gonna put up a reel on IG like Patreon is coming.
He may even dance in his 2 Little Gig Me Pro t-shirt. Shout out to Josh Nicholson.
Facts.
Say that Patreon is coming. But we're going to take a small break, after this episode, which is probably a good season closeout, a good season finale.
Yeah, because it's going to set you right up to come back for the next. Come on, man.
For the next joint.
Come on, man.
So we're going to take this time. We're going to regroup. Law's going to go on vacation with a hot date.
Vacation, man. And then I might even bring my wife. I don't even know. She might be able to come too.
You are the hot date that I was alluding to.
Oh, that's crazy.
I will trick on him. I will tell him.
That's crazy. That's even crazier. We can talk about that. Come on, man. Claps for my wife.
Shout out to Dominique DeShields, man.
Straight up, man.
All the way from a couple rooms down. Almost a year. In about a month.
Bro.
In a little less than a month.
A little less than a month, man. Barely made it, man.
Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, that's going to be your hot date to your hot party coming up.
Yeah, but them niggas don't even know about that.
Oh, yeah,
invite only. Come on,
invite only, you niggas.
Real niggas only. But
you can't sit with us.
The real niggas going to put that shit on and be there.
Dang, I gotta get my cassock out the cleaners. Coming to call it up.
You're not gonna be officiating this.
I can't. Really? It's not gonna be, nah. I'm gonna just say everything. First of all, Kay said. That's a separate conversation.
Everything. Oh no. Well, actually, if he did, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
He did.
Let me tell you. Shout out to Pastor K on the west.
Let me tell you something. But ain't no church folk invited to this.
Okay.
We're gonna be sinning. Listen. Episode 16. Episode 16. 16 sounds weird. I was waiting to get to 15.
Sweet 16.
Okay, that's the thing. Lisa had forgot to mention. So I'm just gonna blame her.
Forget it. Let's make this a collective effort because this is a weekly collective effort.
A weekly. Huh?
Oh,
come on, man.
I see what you did there.
I'm telling you, man. Niggas don't believe me when I said I was a rapper.
He should go sit his ass down. Also, the verses last week, I was praying for Law with the whole Dipset dragging situation.
We gotta get into it really quick.
I'll let him get his stuff out. If you guys don't know Law, like if you know Law, this
Cash App first. Cash App first.
Real quick, y'all, we got a Cash App, and you guys should send us money.
You guys should send us money.
Send us money.
That is funny.
This podcast. Look, send us some money. We need some new T-shirts. Law needs some new. I'm
just get it off. Go ahead. I'm just waiting on it. I'm not even gonna.
Law needs some new hats. He needs more hats.
I don't know if I do. Well, I do want some more for sure. I don't need no more, but
that
I want
was
some
my
more.
safe cop out because I was about to manifest. But we need new gadgets and things. We need the libations that run this. Okay, no, but we need more funds for activities. If you watch the brothers, for activities, okay? Activities concerning the pod. Like, honestly, if you want to sow into us, I believe that what we're doing is good. I feel like I'm raising an offering.
Sounds like you are.
Give me some offering music. But if you guys like really love us and support us, again, like we have invested our own money, blood, sweat, and tears and time into this thing. And
facts.
Look, we work jobs, we have lives, we have families. Okay, like I got 3 kids, I got a whole wife and dog and a crib. Like, listen, if you guys really love and support us, just drop us some on the Cash App.
Man, just support. Like, we do everything. First of all,
and every time y'all drop, y'all like send us $1. I send y'all $5 on y'all business joints.
I always do those.
I always do them.
Always. And we can throw up screenshots. I got screenshots from both Cash App and Zelle of me. Come on, man.
So not saying that is even worth mentioning because we don't have to go down that list. But if we know. Both of us like legit support so many businesses.
And we wear it every week.
And we wear it every week. So I'm not even trying to justify y'all sending us money because we gonna do that regardless. But like, Cash Up or something.
But you know what? To that point, and I'm gonna touch on this Dipset joint in a minute, but to that point, and actually to our topic today,
man, this is
like I appreciate people who like. You know, I'm gonna shout out my brother. We were supposed to have him on. We're gonna figure that out. Curtis McCautry, who I've worn on this pod like 7 or 8 times, out of 16 episodes so far.
I'm gonna push that to 10.
Come on, man. We got him. Curtis. First of all, when we did our giveaway, where we raffled off 2 pieces of clothing, 2 hoodies. One was from Art of a Cloud. Which is what I'm wearing today. Shout out to Ami. And then the other one was from Curtis, Creative Clothing 773. Mm-hmm. And we've been buying all of our merch. Like, we've been buying it all. Kurt, number one, not only does he shares every time all of our merch alerts every time we post him.
We shout him out probably more often than anybody.
Yeah, we shout him out more than anybody. But also, he gave me that on the strength. I don't even know if I told Lisa this, but he was just like, nah, this one on me. Like for the hoodie that we gave away. Like he didn't charge us for it. And
love you, Kurt.
That was love. And he always supports, like, you know, love is love. I love that guy. I love his brand, which is why I'm gonna keep wearing it, keep supporting it. But that goes a long way. Because he doesn't have to do that. So we're gonna keep rocking that stuff for sure. Like Creative Clothing 773 always has a home at the BRSP. But what Lisa was saying, all that stuff, like we don't do this stuff to, you know, we don't want to show what we did for people. Like, it's not that, we're not coming with that energy, but support, man. Easy. It doesn't take much to do it. It don't take much to send us a little money. And we worked our asses off. I mean, let's keep it a band. Like, the money that we spent to bring this podcast.
I won't even show you the receipts as much as I want to, but
bruh.
It's
and it goes back. It goes back far. It goes back
pre-pandemic,
far.
Really pandemic.
So I mean, with all the money that we spend, the cameras, the roadcaster, the
new computer, revamping computers. I bought a brand new hard drive for this.
There's a lot, you know, lighting, all this stuff. And then just our time, like gas money, Ubers, wine and alcohol that Lisa drinks.
Lie again. See?
Wine and alcohol that Lisa drinks. And all these things, you know, we put up the money. We don't have a sponsor. We don't have a grant. We didn't get a PPP loan.
Did not. Look us up on the list because I know y'all tried my name out.
Neither one of us, bro.
Neither one.
Neither is our
Somebody
business.
told me that. I looked you up on the list. Your name wasn't on there. The hell did you expect?
That's what
we work for the feds. What you talking about?
Hey, come on, nigga.
If you know, you know.
Anyway, bro, we're gonna get to our topic.
Yeah, we didn't get that caliber of support, but I got a support piece for you. Let me tell you something. And so now we've chopped it up. We didn't even get into Dipset.
Okay, I'm gonna be real quick.
This is our preliminary stuff. I know we 15 minutes, and we usually be done at the 15-minute mark, but this is the season finale. Give us a little extra.
Give us a little room. Dipset. So everybody knows me, knows how big of a Dipset fan I am, but everybody knows also I'm a big hip hop fan. Huge Jadakiss fan. And I'm kind of a Lox fan, but I'm more of a Jada fan than I am Locks as a whole or D Block. I didn't call a winner for this.
But
I was on the side of Dipset.
That was inevitable, but Dipset had a little drag moment.
No. Dipset got washed the entire verses.
Okay.
It wasn't even
nice
close. Like, it didn't look fair, and I was ashamed. But there's a reason behind that. Because a lot of those songs, like, there's no way I'm Ready plays and shouldn't hit like I'm Ready should hit. Or crunk music, when that comes on, that should hit like it's supposed to hit. But there were so many things. Dipset the Lock stayed on them niggas' necks. And especially when Jadakiss did Hit 'Em Up freestyle, it was like, all right. Like, it's like, what you want me to do here? Like, when you play the Dipset's hardest records and they don't do nothing, because it was even something like, the Locks prepared for this. Mm-hmm. Which, like, their music even sounded better, like, quality-wise. Like, I think Dipset's DJ was just playing MP3s from Apple Music. Like, they had all their vocals in the track, which Jadakiss pointed out. Like, it was just so bad. It was a wash. Mm-hmm. But shout out to the Locks, and it was the best versus that's taken place. And
oh God,
close behind it is a tie between Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Isleys and Gucci versus Jeezy to me. But this last versus, I don't see how it's gonna be topped.
We'll see.
So yeah, shout out to
every
Locks.
round gotta go. Or shout out to
Jadakiss MVP. Shout out to Dipset. Them niggas. You could tell them niggas didn't have the chemistry that the Locks had. Like, them niggas don't be around each other. Like, I can talk for an hour about this. But if you want to hear an hour-long recap on that, either go watch Fat Joe's live or go watch the last episode of Joe Budden podcast, because they gave like an hour and a half.
We may have to make a Backroom Speaks exception and let Law talk by himself about that for an hour, just so he can get his stuff off.
I mean, dude, it was fire though. Like, I sat here, I watched. I left rehearsal that night. You know I go to bed. I left rehearsal, came home. I stayed up till past midnight. Didn't care about work the next morning or none of that. Like, I was gonna watch this, and I sat right there.
You skipped your bed,
bro. Shorty went on to bed. I was like, yeah, I'll be in there soon.
Mercy.
And I was in here like I was at a concert. Anyway,
yelling.
Also,
mercy.
There is no also. Yo, it's the season finale.
It's the season finale.
16 episodes. I'm proud. 16 episodes that I'm proud of. Very proud of. Yeah. Particularly the bag we've been in the last 5 episodes. I'm not gonna hold you. I'll put those last 5 episodes against.
It's been good stuff.
Any podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
And shout out to all our guests over the last 16 episodes. You guys have been
who we have?
Remarkable. Thank you for your time. Like, just while we navigate through technical difficulties.
Facts.
And fighting each other.
Which is going to end, by the way. Technical difficulties are going to be gone.
Yeah. I don't foresee that being
Season
a problem
2
in the future.
Come on, man. It's going to be up. Josh Nicholson, Gig Me Pro.
Yeah.
Tay and Dot.
Tay and Dot, Octavia and Dot. I look forward to seeing you niggas in a few weeks.
Oh, they're going to be back on together. I like them two together.
I am concerned. First of all, us 4 together is a problem. It's not good. I'm actually looking forward to that powwow in person too. But like,
facts.
All 4 of us together signed us up for the quickest shuttle bus to hell. Like, seriously, it's out of control.
Yeah, who else we have?
Daniel Lamar made it a couple times. Shout out to Brandy.
Yeah.
B. Chantel, love you.
And the whole BKD, shout clear.
BKD, K Will,
K Will. Well, I was just talking about the last few, but we going all the way back.
Look, season finale.
K Will, Ambi. That was the Musicians 9 to 5 joint, which was fire. Like, stop playing with us.
Yeah.
MJ,
Deacon Emye, love you, miss you. Call us. Does he call you? Call me sometime.
I talked to him. I just talked to him like this week.
He's alive?
Literally.
Okay.
Talked to him right after me, you and Dot was on the phone.
Okay.
Got some stuff coming.
Jesus.
Got stuff coming. Watch out for 2PB. It's gonna be back.
What?
Hey man, hold on. We making announcements.
Since we making announcements. Oh man. Hell, since we are making announcements, by the time you guys see this, it'll be Thursday. But tomorrow, Friday. What's Friday's date?
What's going on? I have no idea what she's finna say.
What's Friday's date?
It's the date.
It's the date. I think it's August 13th.
August 13th is Friday.
So
Tomorrow.
If you guys watched last week's episode, we really alluded to BKD and all that they do. But since we getting announcements off and whatnot, I will actually be adding on to BKD, and we got a really interesting disco gig also coming up on August 3rd.
Where is this at?
This is outside on 108th of Indiana.
Look, venue?
It's not a venue. Like it's a guy that like hosts like live music events in his backyard. We had a chance I did a gig with, shout out to KB Evans, amazing singer.
Is there a plugger for this?
There's a plugger for this, maybe we can throw it up. At this point, you'll be able to pay at the door because advance tickets will be done for yesterday by the time you're seeing this. But yeah, we doing some disco music. We got an hour and we all doing a couple songs by ourselves and one big joint together, and it's going to be insane. So
Dope.
Again, I don't take the world at gigs, but when I do, I'm with them niggas. So, so 2BB got stuff coming up. I'm doing stuff with BKD, okay? You got anything coming up by yourself? You gonna drop your record?
I'm working on music. Like, I plan on, God, I don't think I said this, but I plan on releasing an album before 2021 is over.
Hey, speaking of that album, rumor has it, I really might be on that mug. If I get my life together,
I'm not gonna do this. You may make it
if I finish
you
my part.
finish. You could have been.
We still preliminary. It's 22 minutes, y'all. Season finale. Give us a little grace.
Give us a little minute. Lisa will be. I'm gonna have a couple friends on it.
Yeah, man. A real feature. Like I may sing a tune. I may have written.
Facts. So this will be fun. I feel like I'm in a creative bag right now, and I think we might get this. So look for it. And I plan on performing live soon. Maybe not that. But yeah, man. Look. Okay. Next time, you know what I'm saying.
Whoops.
But look for that whenever. Support Lisa tomorrow outside. We're going to put the plugger up. And Lisa BKD. Also, I want to shout out, because we didn't mention them, but Shaquille Davis and Mojo. Who were here. That was a fire episode.
That was a great episode.
I watched it over and over again.
Really?
It was really good.
Really? That's all. It was a good episode. Guys, man, this is the season finale, but if I were you, I would catch up. If
start at one.
Start at one. Rewatch it.
Bang.
I'm actually gonna do that too. You may catch us talking about a couple episodes live too.
Facts.
In the next couple weeks. So season finale, look.
Facts. We're going away, but we're not going away.
Yeah.
You'll still see us. For those who care and for those who are coming on. Like we plan to
this condition is not our condition.
We're gonna be witnessing to the folk. We're gonna bring people into the kingdom.
Law will be going door to door selling bean pies and giving pamphlets on.
I'm gonna be a Muslim and a Jehovah's Witness.
If you are prepared for Jehovah's return and the Backroom Speaks return.
The Backroom Speaks return.
We'll see.
And we're coming back.
We are coming back. So support us.
We're looking for a church without spot. Oh, never mind.
Support. Please. Guys, real quick, because I got to do this before the season finale, but the Backroom Speaks is still looking for an alternative co-host.
Don't worry, I'm going to do it. You can talk about it.
If you are, stop it.
You can talk about it.
What's up?
If you are looking to join me,
the Backroom.
If you are looking to join me, specifically me, because I'm gonna kick this nigga out of here.
Backroom.
Please email me for real. My real email is elisa@backroomspeakspod.com. I know I say that every week, but that's my real email. If you want to talk to me, hit me up.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to him, his email is law@backroomspeaks.com.
Is there an emoji? Is there an emoji for door?
Yeah.
Spam her email with just doors. That'll be
Do not
fire.
spam my email. I will find you and I'll kick your ass.
I would love it.
Also, subscribe to our website. Can they do that?
Subscribe. Yeah. I don't know. I can do something. Send us a message.
Subscribe to our YouTube. We'll flash the information on here.
Facts.
Our link tree.
Website, YouTube. And I don't know about. I'll just flash the link tree too.
We see y'all downloading the pod.
And listening. That's where most of our most of our following coming from.
Yeah, y'all hate us on YouTube, but share the YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Support.
Support. And we're about to hop into that right now. Again, we're in rare form. This is our season finale, so I'm trying to get off as much as this is probably the most I talked all season. We're trying to get off this.
Facts.
Go to hell. Please go to hell. I did a good amount of talking this season.
So this episode.
Wait, fuck you. Oh my God.
God, the language.
I haven't cursed in 26 minutes. It's the truth.
Okay, so this episode. Seriously, this episode is near and dear to both of our hearts, I think. Recently we actually, I can talk about this, right? Recently we both got reached out to by someone, right? Which didn't necessarily spark this episode because we already had this on the list. And me and Lisa and I, rather, we talk about this often amongst each other. But someone reached out to us about just the lack of support that they may not been getting. And like, it was like, the way people don't reciprocate the support that you give them and things like that. And I think that that's an issue that a whole lot of people, especially in our city, but I think that's a very broad and universal. Like, niggas are feeling that, or the lack of support everywhere for sure. Like, I don't even know how to start this. Like, support. Like, what does support even look like? Like, I mean, we do a podcast every week, and we have a bunch of friends. We have however many, whatever our follower count on IG, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, even Tumblr for Lisa. I don't know if you still use Tumblr, but it's just another social. I'm just saying, like,
follow me on Tumblr.
All those sites you have people who are friends who comment and like your pages all day, but when you're actually doing something, it don't add up. Math don't be math, and niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little weird. People aren't, they don't take the 1 little minute out of the day to hit like or share or subscribe or comment, whatever. Or both Lisa and I are musicians, singers, producers, whatever we do, or mainly Lisa does, like, where she's singing out, i.e. she's doing a show tomorrow. Go check her out. But like, being an artist or a singer or whatever, musician, everybody's your friend, and then you go do a show and the math don't be math, and everybody who maybe like a post or, say that they're your friend, but when you do something live, you put some music out.
Yep. It goes out the window.
The math.
It just don't be mathing.
It don't be mathing. Like, why? Like, I know for sure both of us have stories.
Tons.
Like, we got a million stories that we can go back and forth to, but...
And let's be clear, like, we don't cry over spilt milk.
I do.
We're not supposed to tell them.
I do. Niggas know. I wrote an album about it. Hold on, man.
Don't hit me when you hear this is also available on all streaming platforms.
I queued this up.
Word?
I queued this up for this reason.
Word?
Oh, wrong one. I queued this up, G. Because you niggas is playing with me. Real niggas know. Come on, man.
Yeah, I might want to go listen to that.
I mean, it's. Hold on, let me just do this.
I don't know how I keep going. Yeah, my code flowing, but my friends going. Now my friends showing why I stopped.
Okay, I won't go too deep. But I wrote an album about it, Lisa.
All of these niggas I'm cool with.
I be crying. None of these niggas is true. Come on, man.
Say it's real love, so prove it.
Say it's real love, so prove it. I wanted to fast forward to that part, but I didn't have to do that. Stupid ass nigga.
I felt that. It's one of my favorites off your project.
Me too. I'll start off with that question.
Read.
Why do you think it seems so hard to reciprocate? Because we talk about here on this podcast, and you even mentioned earlier how we give it up.
Yeah.
And we give it up. Rather it's us wearing the merch or showing up to your shows. And we mentioned that back in episode 1 or 2. Like, we showing up to shows, killing your bar, paying to get in. Your bar. We're buying...
and more than likely, we bought the ticket last minute because we debated about coming.
Which means we probably paid more than what you were selling for.
Supposed to, right?
Buying your music, supporting it, sharing your stuff, all these things. Why do you think it seems so hard to reciprocate the support or the love?
Do you mind if I open up your question a little bit too?
Please.
We are not limiting it to just our experience, and I feel like that's a really general question. We're going to use a lot of ourselves because, we know our experiences more than anything. But, I feel like, and I'm going to brag on us.
Talk about it.
And I don't want to sound arrogant, but we really have a heart and passion for the people that we care about. Even more outside of the people that we care about, we have a heart and a passion for just the shit that we're interested in. And we put money behind that, and we go and we chase those things because we just want to be part of those experiences, or we want to see what's happening, or we want to just be that much of a support. And even more outside of our interests, because there's a lot of stuff that my friends do that I could give to cares about, but because my friend or whoever,
just because of that, off the strength of that, I have a friend, and I'm gonna give an example. I have a friend that is like delved into engineering. I could give two shits about engineering. I'm good at math, but I hate math and everything that's associated with it. He had some type of showcase or something where he was like presenting. Not even showcase. He was presenting his capstone. I very much needed to be present. This shouldn't be funny.
It shouldn't be funny, but it is. And I didn't care, but I had to sit there and I researched this topic because I didn't want to be in there clueless. And I'm saying this like you could, and I'm saying this to prove a point. Like, you don't have to be that much interested, in what people are doing, but because you care about the people that you care about, you should care enough to like, let me do what I have to do to at least be present enough. Or to at least be understanding enough. Because, like, your interests don't necessarily, have to be because your support, it shouldn't be contingent upon interest all the time.
I love it.
It should be because I that much care about that person, or I want to see them succeed, or I want to invest and make sure, like, this nigga may be behind on ticket sales. Let me buy 2 tickets instead of the one that I would have, whatever. So... That's my thing on that.
Well, no, that's a point. Like, and I think I'm very practical, right? Like, and Lisa will tell anyone, like, the way I try to make things, for me, things have to just make sense, just on a really practical level. And so I look at my wife, right? Mm-hmm. She graduated from college. Mm-hmm. I think I may have mentioned this on this podcast.
You hate graduation.
This is way before we were married, but she graduated from college, and I went to her college graduation. I knew going in. I didn't go to college. I went to high school, and I hated that graduation. Graduations are boring as hell. And it's very simple. It's not like she put out music or anything. This is a graduation. I went and sat in that 7-hour graduation where they called off all, and this is a college graduation, so it's 1 million people, and only because I love Shorty. That's it. I don't care about, I care about what she's doing in the future, like what she got a degree in and all that stuff. I love it. I care about it. But being at the graduation, I don't want, that's the last place I want to be. But because I'm supporting my then girlfriend, I'm gonna be there. Absolutely. It's like not even a question. I'm gonna be there.
Absolutely.
I feel like when you go into someone's wedding, like that has absolutely nothing to do with you if you're not in the wedding. Honestly, if you're not the person who's getting married, or the parents maybe, but like That's something like everybody's there that, you know, it should be to support. A lot of people there just to spectate and take pictures or laugh at people or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like, no, just because you love the person or you just want to support, you're a friend of the person.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because I love everything about what you're doing or, you know, it piques my interest. Like Lisa said, like she don't give a damn about engineering.
Don't.
Or at least in that sense, or whatever the guy was doing. Or girl. I don't remember what she said. But like just because she's a friend, she supports. But why is it so hard? Or why does it seem so hard? I don't even know if we can answer that question.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's it.
But it seems like a tough.
Yeah. This is based on definitely your experience, but I feel like because of the place that we give things up, like we can legit pose that question. Like, why is it so tough?
I wanna mention something.
Read.
The person I mentioned earlier who reached out to us, right? Mm-hmm. She said that I don't want to misquote her. I want to actually read what she said.
I think I'm gonna shoot her a text real quick, see what she's doing.
For sure. I wanna get her actual. I don't want to misquote her because what she said was very true. Like it rang true. I can definitely understand it, but she says, you know, that she had an issue with, you know, people supporting her, returning the support that she gives other people. It's like, man, I go to all this stuff. I do all these things for people. I show up at your shows. I pay to get in. I post your stuff, whatever. She says, and I quote, it's like, I'm not a musician or a known performer, so the support is one-sided. Is that why it's not reciprocated? Do you have to be Chicago music scene famous? ? And I think that a lot of it has to do with that. So it's like some people, or not, but hear me out. Lisa has a name. I'm just using her as an example, but me and Lisa are friends. And Lisa may have gotten on to do some really huge gigs, BGV gigs, which may have turned into her doing a gig as an actual artist, right? And me and Lisa have been friends forever. She gets on, that friendship kind of gets a little weird because she's on this level now. So now when I'm showing up supporting you, it doesn't mean the same thing. This is how I view it.
Okay.
It doesn't mean the same thing, and so you don't even acknowledge it like you would have before you got on or famous, because a lot of these famous niggas in Chicago aren't on. That's a conversation to be had.
That's a separate episode.
But a lot of people are letting these likes on Facebook get to their head. They need to relax. I'm looking at the camera. You need to relax, right? But before they got famous or city famous or social media famous, right? Mm-hmm. That support meant everything. Now that you're on, you may be getting that attention from somewhere else. Don't really mean the same. It's not that important because I'm getting the attention from elsewhere. So now I only acknowledge the people who are on the level that I think I'm at. Here's what I see. I see niggas post on Facebook or Instagram, and there's a million people saying stuff about what they're doing, giving them kudos, yo, that's dope, bro. Yo, that's great. Congratulations. Yo, whatever. And they will skip everyone until a person with a name says something. So I would like to think he wouldn't care about me using his name, but let's say I'm a drummer. I put up a drum vid, and all people are saying, yo, that was dope. Oh, you killing. Yeah. But then a Rex Hardy says, man, that's good stuff. Or that's decent. I'm be like, oh man, thanks, Rex. That's how you niggas be. Am I lying?
You're not lying. You brought up something a long time ago when we had first started this pod out and we were doing our intros. And you hit me. You was like, you sat there and you responded to everybody that commented and everybody that shared everything. Because that meant something to me. It meant something to me. And it is my prayer. And not even a prayer, because you said one day we gonna hit it big. And this was probably like your faith talking too. And I was looking at it super carnal. He was like, one day it's gonna get to a point where you ain't gonna be able to respond to everybody. And I got mad at that. I didn't get mad at him. I'm like, hell no, I'm gonna respond to everybody. Even if I gotta sit there days at a time going through thousands of people. But that's literally just like my perspective concerning that. Anybody that takes time to like, you know, say something or share like anything involving what I'm doing because of how crazy I am in my head and how I process things.
Yeah.
And the fact that you thought enough, like, and all that you do and not, you know, putting different people on pedestals and stuff like that. But like, I regard all of these niggas the same.
Facts.
I mean, the only person that may make me fall over and cry is my mama, because I know she probably like, she does her best to be like, you know, connected to the stuff that I do. She'll see me and then she won't see me for a long time at a time. But like, I never ever want to get to that point where I'm just beyond that.
Yeah.
I just can't, like, my moral construct won't let me, because of, you know, I've been in the trenches with the caliber of work that I do.
Come on, man.
And when I get to that point, I hope to still have the same mental and heart posture, you know what I'm saying, that I had when I was in just the grassroots, you know, form of that.
Yeah.
I know that kind of took like an interesting tangent, but I did want to.
No, I like that. And I think I would like to think. I think a lot of people start off with that thinking. I think that our caliber of support is different, though. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I say it. I've said it today. I've said it in other podcasts, like, or other episodes rather. Like, we give it up. Yeah. And I think that that's in itself, the way in which we give it up is a rarity. Mm-hmm. Right. And so You saying that doesn't surprise me. But everybody don't give it up like we give it up.
Why is that?
Why is that? I don't know. I really feel like a lot of people let, as I mentioned earlier, this facade of, or this fake fame that they may get, or just this little popularity that they may or may not have. Yeah. That puts another lens on support. That's what I was trying to say when I just rambled off all the shit I was saying just a little while ago. But fame, popularity, it puts a different lens on support.
It does.
It makes you either take it for granted and not acknowledge it at all, or it makes you lean more into it because of how I feel like that's how I would like to think that that's how I would take it. Like, because understanding that people who support you are the reason why you're where you are, obviously, that's not confusing at all. It shouldn't be. Like, that's a real thing. You're not where you are unless people support you. Yeah. Right?
It's true.
If nobody watches this podcast, we're doing it for nothing. And we go nowhere.
That's facts.
But if we get 100,000 views,
now we cooking.
There's something to be said about that. And if we keep doing that, guess what's coming behind that? Money. Then we're monetized. If people are subscribing to our Patreon when we come back for season 2, we'd have no money but for someone subscribing and paying us $5. Yeah. Support puts you in another place. So I would like to think if when I get to another place, that will make me cherish the support that I get even more. Versus viewing it differently or viewing it as not important when I get to a certain level. And that's where a lot of people do, because now when we get to another level, now this support doesn't really hit the same. I need the support from these niggas up here.
Yeah.
And so when that comes from these niggas up here, that's when I'll be acknowledging it and super grateful. But if it's still coming from them little niggas down there, don't really give a fuck about it.
Which sucks.
It really, 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 really sucks. I think that those people, and I think those people will be humbled at some point, and I'll just leave that there. I'll leave that right there, and I may pick it up later. I also can fight because you get mad at those things, man. Like that stuff pisses me off, and I know it pisses you off too because you're a person who really gives it up. That shit hurts, kinda. It does. When you pour into somebody, you really love what they're doing, or you really see the vision in what they're doing, and you've poured so much of yourself, whether it's your time, some of these people you even mentored, and then they may get to a certain level and don't care about your support no more, or not even that, they just don't support you back. They're not keeping the same.
I've seen it.
You felt it.
I had somebody recently, and I posted about this on Facebook. I think I had to pull it up, and it pissed me off. And the status I made, it was June 2nd. It was concerning this podcast. I said, support as a means of temperature checking is trash and super insulting. I would fight. Why is the background speaks on this violent kick right now? Because my mama said I could, but I probably shouldn't because I would obviously have to answer to God and probably never work in this town again, which really wouldn't hurt in this way. I'm saying all that to say, like, niggas would go as far as, like, pulling that support card because they know how impactful it is, which is how I know niggas be playing in your face sometimes, or our faces, or anybody's face.
Elaborate on that.
I wasn't talking on speaking terms with somebody for a while. They shared the podcast and maybe another post that we had, and all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, I shared everything and decided to watch half of a fucking episode. I'm getting mad. Half of an episode, made a random comment on it and expected that to be like a conversation prompt. First of all, bitch, you should have been doing that anyway.
Was this?
I'll get to it. You should have been doing that anyway. Like, and I was even more insulted that, like, you know, and this shows that, like, people will legit play in your face because y'all be knowing how, like, impactful the support of your people is. Like, y'all know, like, what how we take it, or you guys, support does anything for anybody. Like, I got niggas that'll little bro me. You know what I'm saying? I'll share their post and things like that, and they won't do that back because, you know, anytime a nigga, you know, in this day and age share a woman stuff, it's like, y'all like to sexualize support. That's another component I'll get back to.
Well, that was...
But the whole temperature checking thing is like, I wasn't even on speaking terms with this girl. And the fact that she thought she could just share the pod and, like, give me some random tips on the episode. Mind you, we like 10 episodes in at this point. Like, probably should have said some shit at 3. Watched 1, shared 2. You know what I'm saying? And use that as bait to get me to respond. Pissed me off. Now, I could be super, like, really crass, but this is how, like, I regard people that I really, like, love, appreciate, and care about. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. Which also shows me, like, people be knowing what they're doing with this support thing. So, like, your share or absence of a share, or, like, your support, whatever that looks like, because, I mean, granted, our lives now are just kind of, like, contingent upon, like, so, like, really social media driven right now. Mm-hmm. So we in a pandemic, damn it. Like, so everything isn't open necessarily. You know, you don't get to show up, whop the bam.
All right.
But to know that, bitch, dangle that shit on my face.
Okay, I just want to be clear.
Sorry, I want to...
Is this the one that commented, that long comment about the Juneteenth shit? Is this that?
No.
Oh, okay, because I was finna...
Oh, hell no. That's separate. I'm bringing it up next, though.
Oh. Because...
No.
Okay, because I won't say what I was going to say then. But no, listen, I think that, number one, that sucks. that's fake support was on my list. Like,
people will do that to get your attention.
It's super trash, and we can see through it. Like, it's not like you're not. It's like those people who, when somebody just randomly call you out of the blue, who normally call you asking for something, and they just be like, "How you doing? How was it?" Like, nigga, let me tell you something. With my friends, this is completely off topic, but like, if I'm texting Lisa for something that I need, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, yo, nigga, you got this?" Right? I'm not gonna do the little fake. Lisa, how you doing? You good? You okay? That's not how I communicate with my bros. So don't do the fake, how you doing, and then we
drop your support thing. Like, what do you need?
it's that type of temperature check. Like,
that's me when B did that shit. Oh shit, fuck it, leave it.
Yeah, it's one of those. Listen, it's season finale. I think that it's trash that people give you the fake support. The temperature checks is trash. Like, what are the benefits? Because we can talk all this stuff, because I don't want to be on this super negative, like, we already kind of dark.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to.
Dark topic.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And it's very personal to both of us.
Hopefully you all understand that support, just honestly, whether we acknowledge it or not, whether you acknowledge it or not, it means the world to us. It means the world to you. It affirms. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to you. It affirms you. It's like that involuntary of affirmation that you need, that you otherwise wouldn't have. Like, support is a big deal. Facts. Like, the absence of it can be terrible. The presence of it can be fucking life-changing. That's just the reality.
I want to talk about that. That's what I want to talk about. Exactly what you just said. The presence of it. Like, what are because we talk about, like, what happens when you don't support, yada, yada, yada. But what are the benefits of it? Because I look at, we talked about on the Parents of Millennials Had It All Wrong episode. We talk about what we would have looked like if we had, if our parents knew more to give us more, right? As young creatives. And I think I said it in jest, but I said, if I had that, I would be Kanye. Right? But for people who are running a bit, like me and Lisa are running a business right now.
Mercy.
And with the little support we get, I don't know what I would be if my pops didn't support me and what I'm doing right now, and my wife and my mom and her mom and
my mom is shout out to Sylvie.
Like, what does that do for you? Just knowing that you got niggas in your corner, knowing that you got moms that are gonna show up when you step out to do something. Like, What does that do for you? What is the benefits of it? Love
that. Honestly, I'm at a point where I'm just gonna do what I want to do regardless.
But claps for that. Yeah, claps for that, because that's. Stop waiting for the approval of these niggas. Just do what you want to do.
If anything, and I've been on this kick lately. Like, so I'm knocking my glasses off. If I rant to you, if we talk, I've been on this kick of, like, if 2020 has showed us anything, it's to live more purposefully on purpose.
Facts. Come on, man.
And so I'm gonna do my shit regardless. But having that backing, Mom, if you watching, honestly, the fact that you take the time to watch this kind of stuff
and comment,
and I can sit up there and rant about, like, stuff with my family, like, some of them at present, they do what they can. A lot of them don't understand. Their absence is loud as fuck, though. And so, like, having just my mom present, like, that nigga's all I got. You know what I'm saying? And, having just that caliber of investment and interest in my adulthood when I'm breaking into something like that was literally a faith move. This was faith. This was faith. And so having that aspect of support, that presence, is life-changing for me. I feel like I'm invincible. Like, because if my mom around, I don't give a damn. Friends, they gon' pop in and out. Like, if y'all with the shits, kudos. If not, I hear you. Because, again, absence makes a lot of noise, too. But that stuff makes a difference for me. as with a significant other or any caliber of it just makes that backing makes a difference. It makes a difference. I mean, I know that was.
I just love that.
Oh, I just love that, but
it
just does. I know it's like it's super, like it's hard to describe like what exactly it does outside of like the monetary support. Mama, shout out to every $20 bill you gave me. Like, I got your lunch today, thank you. But like, it just that's real to me.
I like how you started this off by saying you just gonna do what you want to do.
I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do. You know me,
because that's where I was. Like I go back to when I put out my project.
You did what the hell you wanted to do.
Didn't do much promotion or for it, like, because I'm not doing this for y'all anyway. This is a little different. It's the same thing because we're gonna do it anyway, but it's like, I mean, we want people to be a part of it and grow and support, but we're gonna do this whether you're with us or not.
Straight up.
That's just the bottom line. The thing about it is though, well, because that's two separate things. I just want to be clear. That point stands easy. She said what she said. Mm-hmm. But with that support, it's icing on the cake. It's like
it feels that much better.
It affirms
the involuntary affirmation. I said that.
It's yo, I need to know sometimes because I am very sensitive, especially when it comes to my art, and this podcast is a part of my art. Mm-hmm. Extremely sensitive, even though I try to act like I'm not. But I think it's pretty clear that I am at this point, and I wrote a whole album about it. And so when I see people come out, when I see people watching, when I see people commenting, those go long way. Super long way. Like, and so it makes me just feel a whole lot better. Like, it gives me more esteem, or self-esteem even. Not that my self-esteem is hanging on the comments of you niggas. Mm-hmm. I want to be very clear about that. Mm-hmm. And if you're not clear about that, go revert back to the first statement of, we're going to do what we want anyway. Right?
And that's period.
Somebody said a quote, like, if you live by their applause, you'll die by their something. Mm-hmm. Die by their criticism or something like that. Facts. We're not hanging on to you niggas. Support. Or we're not waiting for you to confirm who we are. Mm-hmm. We them niggas already. Sorry. Nobody has a better... Like, nobody's giving you better content than what we are giving. I just want to be clear about that.
That's facts.
But when we have people on board to actually support, like, it just feels amazing, number one. But it just gives us confirmation that we're doing the right thing. It motivates us to keep going.
Yeah, man.
And we just, like, a lot of people, one thing that I kind of dismiss completely is when people talk about, the love language.
Yeah, you cussed me out.
I cussed you out about that one time.
I went to my best friend. For advice on, like, hey, how do you feel about love language? I was in a place. I was super emo on my sap joint. I needed to talk to my best friend. And he was like, I don't care about none of that. I was just like, oh wow, okay.
I remember exactly what I said that day, and it was pretty harsh. Now, it was pretty harsh in hindsight, but I said what I said. But
sucks being a girl with a male best friend.
For some people, because it took me some time to kind of think about that, right? To some people, support is the way that I see. Like, for some people, I know exactly how you messing with me based on how you support me. And some people, I gotta put our friendship right there. It's like, if you haven't really rocked with my stuff, you didn't download my album. You didn't post it. You didn't share the podcast. I'm not like, you're not my friend. I don't do that to everybody, but for some people, that's how we give it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Lisa are friends, and then I have other friends for completely different reasons. Then I'm friends with Lisa. I'm friends with somebody else for a completely different reason. And the way you get, I don't have to talk. I have to talk to Lisa at least every other day. At some point, like there's some exchange back and forth.
A bad day,
right? Some other friends, I don't have that, and so when me and Lisa go more than a week, if we go a week without talking, there's an issue.
It's weird. It's happened too.
And so when something with some friends, that support, that shows me that you're really effing with me. Mm-hmm. And when it stops, I know that there's an issue.
Yeah. Patterns. You're breaking pattern.
So that support goes a long way. And when it stops, we know it.
Can feel that. Now, I also want to be clear, like, and maybe this is like reiterating. I don't know why I felt the need to reiterate this from saying it maybe 30 minutes ago at this point, but like, I don't give support to get it back.
Facts.
If you just aren't compelled to do it, or if you don't feel that much within yourself, that's good. If you don't feel that much within yourself, like, to do it back, like, I don't want to, don't support me because I'm supporting you. Mm-hmm. Support me because you love me, because you that much care about me, or even if you don't understand what I'm doing, you're invested in me, so you're going to support what I'm doing. But, like, don't share my post because I shared yours last week.
Facts.
I could care less about that. I'm all for that. Super off of that.
Facts.
Sorry, I had to get that off, but that was one of his, kind of speaking of one of his bullet points that I accidentally slipped up on, but like...
Nah, I mean, that's a real thing. I think, like, I made a post, I don't know, years ago, 2 years ago, I don't know, but it just said support out of love, not necessity.
Yeah. That's that also temperature checking method that y'all like to use now. Like, all of a sudden you invested in what I'm doing, and oh, you're such a great whoop the bam, and then I see why, because your ass dropping an album or a single.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
The amount of people in the city that have done that to me, and I'll make a big deal about. I really don't like. I just do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be who I am to people, and I get out the way. Like, I don't make a difference. I make the strides of what I'm doing. God is blessed. Right. God is blessed because my heart is good. Because my heart is good, and I'm good to people, and I know that I'm good to people. Like, I don't look for that. It's frustrating, but I know God got me on the back end.
And I think and that's
we not a few days off from that back end. Come on, man. I just want to be clear about that.
I think people I don't think people get that. Like, and it's so, like, you're gonna have to catch up at some point, but niggas don't, like, they think that that's how it's supposed to go. It's just like, you support me, I support you, we give it up like that. It's like, it doesn't have to be like that. If you genuinely rock with something, support. Like, or if you just genuinely rock with me. Mm-hmm. The person who reached out to us, I keep referencing her, and I'm not gonna say her name, but
I'll see if I can. I almost want to call her, but we'll be here another
hour. Because we already an hour in. But one thing she's like, it's not even like I don't have to show up. Mm-hmm. And some of this stuff is not even in my bag. I'm just supporting because that's that's just my heart. Mm-hmm. But when it comes, when I come out, when I jump off the porch and want to do something, like, that love doesn't come back. Like, we have to stop doing that. Here's one thing that we were talking about, and I think, I don't know if we talked about it already, but it was probably in pre-pro, but, like, sometimes it's not intentional, right? Yeah. So, for me, well, at least as a story.
I do.
Actually, just get into it.
I will.
I thought that was
and I asked her for clearance on this because I had a very, what I consider a remarkable, life-changing conversation, because a lot of people won't do this, and I'm glad that she did this with me. Ebony Monet checked me in a way that changed my life. She asked me randomly, it was a question. She was like, do you consider anything that I do to be mediocre? Do you not support me? I'm like, no, why would you say something like that? And then she was like, well, why don't you support me? And in that moment, I had to take a step back, because I was naturally, the human response would be combative. That would be like towards that, like, why would you say something like that? And I had to take a minute.
That hit you different, I'm sure.
It did. And I had to take a minute and scan myself. I'm there when she calls me when stuff is falling apart. But the high moments, I was not being a good friend. I mean, I don't know if she considers me much of a mentor. I'm just an older opinion. I feel like she mentors me more than I could ever mentor her, if I could be like super transparent. The girl, her genius is out of this world. But I realized that I didn't affirm her highs as much as I was there to secure her in her low moments. And that's an aspect of support that we just, you know what I'm saying, that we don't understand. Like, as a best friend, this nigga got 2 jobs with me. Like, if I call him screaming, he gotta, like, you know, be voice of reason sometimes. And then, like, if something great is happening, like, I'm gonna call him like, hey, can you be here? That aspect is very much important, and I dropped the ball in that. And I tell her all the time, like, that was such a life-changing thing for me, because I took a minute and rescanned the different relationships that I had. Like, yeah, I'm there when, you know, like my cousins, when they ready to pull up, my West Side, Jesus Christ.
Come on, man.
I'm pulling up. But when they celebrating like stuff like baby's first steps, or I just got this promotion on my job, or I just started this lash stuff, I'm like, so many of my cousins and family members have started like different small businesses, and like dang, I didn't support, but I'm there to pull up, like, and it made me like I need to support more thoroughly.
Got to rethink everything.
I had to rethink that, and I think that's something that we all just need to take a minute and scan that. Like, yeah, I'm there in the low moments. But the other aspect of support that we miss is affirmation in the highs. That is just as important. Support, this is good. This is good real quick. Too. Support doesn't have to always be as a result of trauma. It doesn't always have to be as, like, I'm there when you need me. I'm there when something goes wrong. Hey, we going out to celebrate. I just started, my sister just started this whole body sculpting business. And I'm like, are you crazy? But this is something that I like my little sister, shout out to Lays, also Gym Body Lays, support her. If you got a beer belly, go see her. I'm going to see her next week. But like, this was something that, like, Leia knows she can call me when stuff is going to flame. She does. But in this moment, I felt more compelled than ever to support her in this new business endeavor, because I don't think I've ever seen her this much, like, delved into something, like, happy about something. I'm doing this business thing. Like, she invested. She took the classes. She's there every day. She's knocking the stuff out. She's posting, like, hey, I want to change my language of how I post these things. Like, and I'm like, let me get with her on this. Because Leia knows that she can call me to beat anybody down. I do it. I've done it before. But this high moment, like, I wanted to that much be involved and celebrate with her, because I wanted to understand. I wanted to that much be involved in her process, because I love her and I care about her. And I think that's an aspect of support that we just need to understand. Like, yeah, these same niggas that you call them to pull up, you know, in a fight, or like when you crying and your world is falling apart, can you call them to celebrate your accomplishments? And I bet you that list is different.
It's different. I
bet you that list is different.
Or just to, like, you know, get drunk, or, you know, have, you know, but like when it comes to...
Can you come to church with me? Like, I'm freaking out, or like, can you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like, I'm probably not that, like, that was the first thing that came to my mind, but like, that too.
It's the list definitely changes. It gets different. I think that a lot of times we take the friendships and relationships that we have for granted.
We do.
Because I felt the same way about Jared.
Mercy.
When he started this barber thing, which I thought was completely left. Like he's a musician.
I sent that nigga clients though. Shout out to Jared Dodson. Dot on the cut.
It's, and I texted him one time. It's like, dude, I'm just really proud of you. Like this is crazy. Like he really just completely just tried something new, did it, and it's going pretty well for him.
He's doing amazingly.
Well, I'm not gonna say the thing. I was gonna say the 6F.
Oh, we can't say that yet.
Say that. All right, leave it out.
He got some shit.
That's fine. He got some stuff coming. Watch out for Dot on the cut. But those things, like just like Lisa said about Leia, like that's something that you had, like you felt that to just really go hard in supporting that, because it's that just does something. Like you don't know what that does to people. I mean, we can speak our own experiences, but a lot of people, like you hear so many stories. I've heard stories of people who were just like this close to giving up because they felt like what they were doing didn't have any purpose, or whatever. Like I feel like at some point, I mean, I know personally, I felt like I didn't want to put out music because I didn't feel like there was a need to. Even with my first project, like even though I did it for me, still kind of felt that, like I felt bad when a person who I knew and loved and I thought loved me and I believed loves me didn't buy it. Like she went on like some whack ass site where you just stream music for free. Like she didn't even give me the stream, let alone buy it from the Apple Store. Like she just did it for free. Basically, she didn't even give me the stream, which is like a fraction of a penny. She didn't even give me a fraction of a penny, and that meant something to me. I was like,
how could you?
Goes like especially with the shit I see you spend money on. But support just goes a long way, and you never know how it's gonna affect affect the next person.
Yeah.
Whether whether the support or lack of support, because you don't know how the lack of support is going to affect the person, or it's going to make them just quit their entire thing that they're doing. Maybe even put them in a slump, self-esteem low, suicide. Even like we've seen it.
Yeah, it's true. Not saying that we're being that extreme, but
absolutely not being that extreme. I've never been suicidal, thank God. However, but there's a lot of people that have been, and actually followed through because they felt like they were purposeless. Why do people feel purposeless? Lack of support.
Affirmation, and support. Not to make this so dark, but like, take a minute, man, and like. Even now, like I say, even now, I hate saying even now.
Even now.
It's churchy, but like just to rescan like where people stand in your life, in your lives,
facts,
and where you stand in other people's lives, and just take that minute. If you believe in somebody, affirm them.
Yeah, man.
If you support something that they're doing, hey, look, I know you got this business endeavor going. Of a guy that doesn't wear lashes, like, hey. Give somebody some free lashes today. I saw that's on Facebook, one of my homies having his live recordings of people that couldn't be there buying tickets, like give them away to somebody.
I did that a couple times with Jerry Westbrook.
Yeah, like buying tickets to even I can't be there. But like take that minute and like just rescan, like how can I be of better support to people? And if not, how can I do that moving forward?
Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't take much. Like even if you're not spending money, share the post. Like
or
even
asking, how can
that,
I be
like,
of support? Like
like I can't do much. I may not have any money. I may whatever. Like, bro, we do a podcast. I'm just using us as an example. We do a podcast. We just put our Cash App on for like the last 2 episodes. Yep. Well, up until that, we didn't have any way for you to give us any donate or anything.
We were just doing it.
We were just doing it, right? But You could. I mean, sharing the podcast goes a long way, or just giving us the view. One thing, my brother don't really care about most of the stuff that we're talking about. My little brother, my older brother watches. Shout out to King. But my little brother, he doesn't care. But you know what he tells me? I'm gonna make sure you get that view though. That's priceless to me. It means everything. I'm gonna make sure you get the view, and I appreciate that.
Me too.
Like 1,000%. Like that means a whole lot. It doesn't take much. Give us the view. Give us the share. Like, comment, like whatever. Like it doesn't really take a whole lot. But not just us, because we're not making it about us, but just about people. I think people just take on that challenge. Support somebody. Whether it's a person a day. Yeah, whether it's some merch, whether it's just sharing the post. Somebody posting that they started a new business, they're selling something, they're beautician, barber, Leia got her thing. Yeah. What is the body scope thing? Yeah, just share. I'm thinking about it. But just share something, to give other people an opportunity to patronize these people. Like, that goes a long way.
And stop sexualizing support.
And stop. I wanted to get into that, and I know we
that's gonna be another half hour. But stop doing that. Y'all do that to me. Please. Y'all do that to me. Share this podcast.
It happens with a lot of women, and it sucks. It happens to everybody, but mainly women.
Yeah. And I got a lot of guy friends, and niggas be thinking twice.
You're also in a male-dominated industry.
I'm also in a male-dominated industry.
And women have been sexualized heavily in this industry forever.
And that's coming. And a lot of these guys who I parlay with, are scared to, and I know y'all are, you don't have to tell me, but are scared to literally share that because of me. I'm a woman. But I support my niggas freely. I don't care what nobody thinks. And I'm going to tell you I love you in front of all your friends. I'm going to make it weird. But that's just the type, I'm not going to make it weird. But that's the person that I am. That's the level of support that I'm giving because I could care less. I'm that much invested in the work that you're doing, that much invested in who you are. I don't know.
Expect an episode regarding that season 2.
On sexualized
with the guests. Yes.
Okay. We talking about
No, we're going to do that.
I think it's necessary.
No, we're going to do that. Because, first of all, it's corny. Niggas are mad corny, man. Relax. Mm-hmm. Everybody don't want niggas. Everybody don't want you.
Right. And just because I shared your post don't mean I'm trying to smash. I'm
good.
It's
not that.
I'm really good. Swear to God.
I don't know what that means, but
I just wanted to be.
But cut it out. Well, yeah, we're gonna do a whole episode on that. Episode 16, Lisa, season finale.
How do we get here? How did we get here? That was good. I like that. You know your notes.
I thought you were gonna finish. I thought you were gonna
finish. Nobody here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shine.
Okay, that's enough of that. I want to get to the hook.
It's true, said it's real. I know my business, but I can't.
But that's how we end it, bro. We gotta do the merch later.
All of these niggas I'm cool with. None of these niggas is true with. Said it's real love, so prove it. Said it's real love, so prove it. Stupid. None of these niggas is true with. Said it's real love, so prove it.
We still got. I want to get into that second verse, but we're not. We want to do the merch alert, I guess. Season finale for a little.
Going out with a bang, a mass merch alert. I really want y'all to support these businesses that we've been getting into. Stay tuned for that. We gonna recap some of these episodes live with Hot Take Larry. He gonna talk his stuff live, unfiltered, unedited.
I don't want that.
Stay tuned for y'all. Don't want that, but stay tuned for that. I'm gonna recap some episodes live and edited. I might get fired from the couple churches I work for.
I saw my mama on Saturday. She was like, "That girl that you be on that with, she be cussing."
Are you serious?
I swear to God. I asked my father. I swear to God, my mama said, "That girl Lisa, she be cussing."
Just tell me he provokes me. I'm sorry. But thank you for watching.
Lisa be wildin'.
That is... Everybody catch me, but y'all don't catch him.
I'm the baby.
Number 8, huh?
Number 8.
That's okay. Just tell me your son's a tyrant, okay? And you don't catch him. I'm gonna post some of the content that you don't see. See, he's a pirate. Y'all don't see that part.
Bless his name.
I lose my top 2 episodes and now I'm going to hell. I'm sorry.
What are we wearing, bro? What are we wearing? You going first? Go ahead. You got us dope.
God is dope. This is a really cool t-shirt. Unless God sent you, I'm unavailable, which is the God honest truth.
Love it.
But shout out to God is dope all the way in Atlanta. Great black-owned businesses. I'm pretty sure y'all get more texts from them than you do your significant others. So go in. I'm an idiot. But support God is dope once again. I'm out of t-shirts. Please send me.
Send us t-shirts, bro. We need t-shirts. Or t-shirts. All merch. T-shirts, hats, hoodies.
Buttons.
Hoodie season is coming.
If you got joggers, I'll take those too.
Yo,
Croc charms. A lot of y'all selling Croc charms and stuff now too.
Facts.
I take them. I wear Crocs. I got on Crocs right now. But hot take Larry. Shout out to Ami.
Shout out to Ami.
Hey, rumor has you didn't see this. She was tweeting about it, but she got another wave of merch coming. So we've been
I saw it on IG. I responded to it.
Okay, yeah.
I saw hats.
I need the hats. All your stuff. We want it.
That's a fact. Art of a Clout. Shout out to Ani, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm coming for the. I'm especially coming for the hats
too. Actually,
I see her previewing stuff all the time. Like she be working. Shout out to her. It's episode 16. Right there. That's when you want to do it. Episode 16.
16. Sweet
Backroom
16.
Speaks Pod. Yo, we're coming back. And you're going to see us actually really, really, really soon. Like really before soon. Season 2.
We're going to come and talk.
Season 2 is turning around quick, bro.
Yeah.
Turning around.
We need a minute. We need hot take Larry. Need a break. He need a honeymoon. He needs some sleep. I need some sleep.
Definitely some sleep.
I need some sleep, man.
I'm tired now.
I hope y'all know, like, it's a lot that goes into us, putting out this content every week or even every 2 weeks. Like, but look, this is a heart. We partner up on this genius, and hopefully y'all hear our hearts, hear our minds.
Facts.
And really mess with us moving forward. And so we're excited for the future of the Backroom Speaks.
Facts.
Again, this is the season finale. The season finale of The Brave Space.
And just as, reiterate again, we're doing mad stuff for season 2.
Man.
Like, dope stuff.
Coming.
We're going to have
And if you want to collab, hit us.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to we plan on collabing with other podcasts, more guests.
Yeah.
It's going to be better, bro.
It's up. Like, it's on, every round goes higher and higher. I hate to be churchy.
Oh my gosh, you just won't stop today. High and high. Yeah.
Okay, enough of that.
Yo.
Backroom
Speaks Podcast.
This is the Backroom Speaks Podcast. One last time together.
The Brave Space for Creatives, cause find me another one.
You can talk about it.
Westside.
In the back room of the back room. It was all bad fumes in the back room. Skeleton-filled closets in the back too. You can talk about it. 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 In the back room of the back room. It was all bad fumes in the back room. Skeleton-filled closets in the back too. You can talk about it. 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 You can talk about it.